Alright, welcome race fans. Here we are at Michigan with the Old Farts League running 75 laps tonight. The guys been out here practicing for an hour and a half. We're coming up on the closing minutes here. We were broadcasting to YouTube, but But YouTube is down for maintenance, so we will probably be broadcasting here tonight. So apologize for that, but kick back and relax and watch here as these guys are going to be getting ready to take to the qualifying grid. And let's see how they can do.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, so we got Miles on the top of the pole there with a 39.880. Wow, that's a pretty smoking fast lap. I think that was faster than they were in practice, so I think this is going to be a pretty fast race here. Travis Townsend right there nipping on his heels, only about a tenth off. Alright, that's going to do it for qualifying. We're going to get down here trackside to get ready for these guys to take the grid. And we will go down through the whole list here and get everybody's car in the picture. As soon as everybody grids, Gregory Miles going to be on the pole with a 39.879 in the number 50. Travis Townsend starting on the outside of him in the number 83. Frank G going to be starting in third in the number 13. Doug Heveron starting fourth in the 22. Gary Lowe in the number 38 starting fifth. In sixth, not on the grid yet. Nick Orsino in the 36. Earl Lateral, not on the grid yet, is starting 7th in the number 12. Al Cena in the number 85, starting 8th. Matt Smith in the number 07, starting 9th. Everybody's starting to take the grid now. Tim Orsino in the number 34, starting 10th. In 11th, the 28 of Alan McEwen. In 12th, the number 3 of Aaron Reeder. In 13th, the number 9 of Kevin Utley. Robert Felzine starting in the 14th spot in the number 4. In 15th, the number 56 of Joe Fisher. In 16th, the 21 of Ed Bellinger. In 17th, the number 44 of David Bowden. In 18th, the 26 of Jason Beach. In 19th, the 94 of Nicholas Ward. R.W. Ziegler not on the grid. In 21st, the 77 of Michael Martin. J. Paul Jones starting 22nd in the 31. Tom Heveron starting 23rd in the 81. L.G. Whaley in the number 99 starting 25th. In 26, we've got the 86 of Lloyd Jones. And it looks like 27th here, and I believe maybe the last one on the grid, James Daniels starting in the 27th position in the number 6. Alright, so these guys are getting ready to roll off here now. Get this thing underway. Glad you could join us in Twitch tonight there. Probably not a whole bunch of you in there, but because I usually don't broadcast up to Twitch, but YouTube is down right now, so got to take what we can get. Gregory Miles leading them down, getting ready to fire this thing off. So grab you something to drink, because it's going to be a long one here, folks. 75 laps, getting ready to take the green flag right now. Pace car is off. Miles going to lead them to the line. Green, 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 and they are off and running here at Michigan. great start. Everybody pretty evenly matched. Travis Townsend a little bit on the high side. Looks like he may have the line right now, but Gregory Miles fighting back on the inside. Not to be defeated on that pass. Still side by side, door to door, coming down the backstretch. Travis Townsend ahead by about a truck length, but Gregory Miles still right there in second place. They continue to battle side by side. Gregory Miles wants to lead this lap, and he does lead a lap. Travis Townsend wants to get down to that low line, but the 36 has better thoughts of that. Nick Racino now sliding into that spot. Now him and Travis side by side, door to door, going at it down the backstretch. Gregory Miles bringing them down one more time. Looking back on Travis. Travis hanging right on there in second place. Looking back from Gregory Miles, our leader. These guys start getting settled in. We're going to take a trip back through the field here a little bit and see where everybody is running, because we've got some pretty good battles going on a little further back in the field. Great battle going on with a second pack right here. Alan McEwen into the mix of that. Robert Felzine. David Bowden back here. David Bowden, one of the fast guys in practice. Leading about a third pack. These guys all settling in back here. Nicholas Ward. Jason Beach back here. Joe Fisher. Kevin Utley. 22 trucks take to the field here tonight, folks. Alcina now running into fifth spot as these guys all settle in. Nose to tail, front group. Got about 7 or 8 trucks right here, all in a row. Everybody probably trying to get some draft off of each other. Good thing. Doug Hebron in fourth. Nick Racino third. Travis Townsend second. All following Gregory Miles up in the front. Gregory's led every lap so far right from the green flag, so all 5 of them. Alcina in 5th, Tim Racino in 6th. Frank G hanging on in 7th, so that front 7 had pulled away by quite a little bit. If we go back here to Matt Smith leading this, well, he was leading it. Gary Lowe leading it now as they're coming to the line. Gary Lowe going to take over that 8th position from Matt Smith. And these guys running back here about 3.2 seconds behind the leader. Earl Lateral in 10th. Aaron Reeder 11th. Robert Felzine in 12th. These guys all battling it out. And it looks like they may be going 3 wide as Aaron Reeder took a peek on the inside. Earl Lateral on the inside of Matt Smith. And it looks like Earl Lateral going to move into the 9th place as he passes up Matt Smith. So good racing by these guys up here. Frank G falling off a little bit. Back away from that front pack. The front 3 kind of pulling away from the other ones. So Tim Racino in 6th, Al Cena now 5th, Doug Hevron 4th, and these front 3 up here, Nick Racino following Travis Townsend. We will go down there and ride along with Nick Racino and watch from the roof cam. Hanging right there with Travis and Gregory Miles. All right, 10 laps going to be in the books here as soon as they cross the line, starting lap number 11. These guys all staying right, nose to tail, in the draft of one another. What you got to do here, Michigan. Very fast down this front stretch. Probably become about the fastest track out there now. Now that they've taken all the speed away from the super speedways. Nick falling back now about 3/10 from the leader. Looking back to 4th place. Al Cena now into 4th. These guys are picking up the pace. Looks like Kevin Utley and Joe Fisher out of the race. Well, I don't know why they'd be out of the race, but all right. Down to 20 trucks left in the field then. Got a good battle going on back here. Tim Racino now getting passed up by the 85. I guess he was ahead of him. Sorry about that. My bad. These guys are still just all nose to tail right now. But this back 3 here are starting to close up on that front 3. We could wind up to have a 6-truck battle again here before this is over. Coming to the line, going to be taking lap 14. Let's go back here and we'll check on Ed Bellinger back here in the back of the field in the 20th position. Way off the pace, 19.5 seconds behind their leader. Running in dead last. James Daniels in 19th in the number 6. The Miller High Life truck. Lloyd Jones in 18th. Michael Martin in 17th. Alan McEwen now back to the 16th. Started 11th, but he had a little bit of tailgate damage on that truck. Could have been from the green flag start. Sometimes these guys get a little rambunctious, might get tagged in the rear end or something. He's got a little bit of tailgate dent in that, and that could be causing him a little bit of a handling issue out there. Nicholas Ward in 15th, Aaron Reeder 14th, Gary Lowe in 13th. Gary's fallen all the way from the 5th spot, clear back to 13th. Robert Felzine in 12th. Jason Beach up to 11th, started 18th on the field, and here he is running in 11th, and it looks like he might be taking a peek. All right, so Jason Beach does get by Matt Smith. Matt Smith goes back to 11th. Jason Beach in 10th. David Bowden running in 9th. Started 17th in the race, and here he is running 9th. He is coming to the front, 6 seconds behind the leader. Oh, we got one off of the pace there. It looked like Matt Smith getting loose coming off of turn 2. No big surprise there. That track is, or that turn is a handful coming off of there. Earl Lateral in 8th, 4.7 seconds behind the leader. Frank G in 7th. These guys all spread out now across the field. Doug Hebron in 6th, trying to reel in that front pack again to make it a, see, it's a 5-car race, or 5 trucks up there right now. He's trying to get them reeled in to make it 6. Our leader, Gregory Miles, led every lap so far in the race. Travis Townsend wants to change that up here, but I don't know. I'll have to wait and see how this is going to all play out. Lots and lots of trucks out here that these guys, any one of these guys could win it here tonight, but I don't know, boy, there's some pretty tough customers up in the front. They just look like a big old snake following each other around there. 5 trucks. It looks like Tim Rosino's kind of falling off the pace a little bit. He's back there about 3/4 of a second behind these 5 trucks here. Frank G hanging on in there. Doug Hebron. Now the front 3 kind of stretched that out a little bit. Put Alcina back here about 0.6 of a second behind that front 3. But he's getting a little bit of help now from Tim Rosino, which is running right behind him. Those guys could start working together and get caught back up to that front 3 and make it 5-truck race again. Oh, Doug Hebron on pit road. What happened to Doug there? It looks like Doug may have said, see, you gotta go. I don't know. Michael Martin in 15th now. Gary Lowe in 14th. And we've got a good side-by-side on here. Nicholas Ward into it with Aaron Reeder and Matt Smith. Matt Smith on the inside of Aaron Reeder, trying to take that position away, and it looks like he's going to do it. Aaron Reeder loses 2 positions right there. Nicholas Ward gets by him as well. Nicholas Ward took a peek on the inside of Matt Smith, but oh boy, I don't know. Yeah, he got a pretty good run there. Matt Smith tagging the wall. Not good. Matt Smith gonna lose 3 positions on just by tapping the wall right there, losing all that momentum. Guys having a pretty good race here amongst these guys, though. Yeah, Doug Hevron, looks like Doug Hevron has taken his truck behind the wall. So 19 trucks left in the race now. Looking back on Robert Felzine from Jason Beach. Jason running in 9th, having a pretty good day. He's come all the way up from 18th, running 9 seconds behind the leader. 25 laps about to be in the books here, folks. Already a third of the way through the race. These guys spread out all the way around the track now. Ed Bellinger does get lapped. Well, let's go check on Ed here. And he is on pit road. Ed on their right side tires going on. Left side tires going on. He may have made an adjustment on that truck. Might have been a little bit too tight or a little bit loose, something, I'm not sure. But he is now back off the pit road. He will go 2 laps down. Just that quick. Stop for a pit stop and you go 2 laps down that quick. Matt Smith now gets passed up by our leader, and he will go a lap down. He'd been on pit road as well. These guys may have been doing a little bit of an early pit strategy here. Oh, and he takes out Aaron Reeder. So Aaron Reeder getting spun. We will go back and take a look at that. These guys are racing pretty hard right here coming into the turn. And I believe it was in turn 3 where Matt Smith caught up to Aaron Reeder. I think it was right in here. He comes up and gives him the old tap in the rear and sends Aaron Reeder down onto the grass. So unfortunate for him. First caution of the day, though. Been a good, clean race so far, just except for this mishap right here. And Aaron's okay, though. Doesn't seem like he hit anything. These guys all getting caught up to the pace car. Now this could change up a lot of things here now. So let's get up to Gregory Miles, our leader. Not sure. I think they might be able to. I don't know if they could make it from here. I don't think they can make it from here. They probably would still have to stop one more time. But yeah, Gregory gonna bring them down pit road. they all come into their pit stalls here, and boy, Travis Townsend sliding into his. Right side's going on. Frank G sitting on pit road as well. Everybody coming down. Left side tires going on. And Travis Townsend almost beating Gregory Miles off of pit road. Almost. Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. We got Matt Smith staying out trying to get that lap back that he had lost. Ed Ballinger would be the next one lap down. He would be looking for a way by, but I don't believe, not sure if he'll get that or not. Matt Smith should get the iRacing wave by. First caution of the day. And we've had no lead changes because Gregory Miles has led every lap. It looked like Travis Townsend was going to lead that first lap, but didn't work out that way. I think we ought to maybe see if we can get down there and talk with, how about if we see if we can talk with David Bowden. How about if we see if we can get him on the horn here? David Bowden, this is Rudy Cummings up in the booth. You got a copy?
10-4, I got you, Rudy.
David, you were pretty quick in practice. You've worked yourself up through the field from 17th spot today, and you're running at 6th. You got enough to get up there and at least lead a lap or possibly win this race today?
Yeah, well, we weren't feeling too confident, but the number 12 team lent us the motor and seems to put us up to the front. So, see what happens, Rudy.
Well, it looks like it's been a pretty good race so far. The guys have been pretty patient with each other. A little mishap there between Matt Smith and Aaron Reeder, bringing out the first caution, but other than that, it's been a pretty clean race. Everybody's stretched out around the track, and it looks like a lot of fun. Everybody trying to reel in the leader, Gregory Miles. So good luck up there today, David, and maybe we'll get to talk to you later on.
Thanks, Rudy.
All right, so David's saying maybe he's got a little something for him up there when they get ready to run this thing out to the end. Okay, lights are off on the pace car. Gregory Miles going to bring him to the line this time by. Travis Townsend starting second, Al Cena third, Nick Racino fourth, Tim Racino fifth, David Bowden sixth, Earl Lateral seventh, Frank G in eighth, Nicholas Ward ninth, and Robert Felsey in your top 10. Let's see if Travis has got anything for Gregory on this restart. He seemed like he was pretty quick on the restart last time and did real well, but Gregory just a little bit faster in the turns. Pace car is off. And green flag is out. We're off and rolling here again at Michigan. Gregory Miles jumps right out to a pretty good start right there. We've got Travis Townsend still on his bumper. Alcina now maybe getting passed up. Looks like somebody trying, Nick Racino trying on the high side, but not working out. As Alcina does maintain that third spot. Packed house in here tonight. A lot of folks enjoying the race here at Michigan. Beautiful track. Been there many, many times. Ever get a chance to get up there to Michigan to watch a race, it's an awesome race. Travis not giving up on Gregory Miles. Frank G, let's go back and check on Frank G back here. He is in a pretty good battle there. It looks like Jason Beach gets by Frank G and puts him back one more place. Frank G going back to 11th. So Jason Beach on the move. Now he comes right up on the back bumper of the 94 Nicholas Ward. And Jason Beach looking to get by him. Alright, so Jason Beach on the inside of him, wanting to take that position away, and does. Moves into the 9th, puts Nicholas Ward back to 10th. So Jason Beach is really on a roll here. Robert Felzine glad to be back up into the front here. Taking a look here, he started 14th on the field, running in 8th. David Bowden there in 7th. Earl Lateral, great run today for Earl. This front 5 is just pulling away from the field. See Tim Racino in there, just calm, cool, collective. Just making sure that he does hit his marks. Following the leader around this place. Coming to take lap 38. Looking back on Earl Lateral back there in 6th place. Earl having a really good day, man. I'm impressed with the driving he's doing out here. Still got 19 trucks out there, one lap down, Ed Ballinger. But he will be the next one to get the wave by when and if they do have another caution. Alcina now in 3rd. Travis Townsend gets a great run coming off of 2. Alcina right there with them. And those two touch. That was really close. Oh, and there it is. Alcina finally getting into the side of Gregory Miles. We will go back and take a look at that because that looked bad. Just very, very tight racing right here coming up through the tri-oval. Alcina on the inside of him. Those two getting so close. But Gregory Miles keeping Al pinned straight down there. And it looks like maybe coming into, looks like Gregory tried to cut it down and Alcina come up. So they're kind of like a racing incident where they both got into each other. But Gregory Miles going to lose that position. He loses 3 or 4 of them until he gets that thing straightened out. We'll take a look at the front of that truck, though. He may have a little bit of damage on it. He does. But good save. Kept it out of the wall. Very important here to keep that thing out of the wall. Green is still out. I don't know. I thought that brought the caution out. Sorry about that. I guess I wasn't paying attention to the flags. Alright, so Gregory Miles going to go clear back into the second position now. Or ninth position, I'm sorry, ninth. Travis Townsend going to be our new leader. He brings them to the line once again to take another lap. He will lead 4 laps now. Still a 5-truck battle up in the front. Nick Racino second. Tim Racino third. Alcina fourth. And Earl Lateral fifth. Earl, man, he is hooked up today. Jason Beach closing in. He's in 6th. 2.2 seconds behind the leader, but he is closing. He's been gaining positions right and left out here on the track today. Robert Felzine now up to 7th. Good job for Robert today. Frank G in 8th. Frank started 3rd on the field, but he's gotten kind of mired back in there and hasn't been able to get caught back up to the front, even after that restart. But I surely wouldn't count him out because he's one of them guys that when it comes down to the end of the race here, will be there. Gregory Miles now back in 9th, not being able to get that thing back up toward the front. David Bowden hanging on to him in 10th. Gary Lowe in 11th. Alan McEwen, looks like Alan might have got passed up by Matt Smith. So Alan going to lose 1 spot and go back to the 13th place. Matt Smith in 12th. We've got a couple more guys just now coming off of pit road. I was trying to figure out who that was. I think they're going to have to make one more pit stop. Oh, Aaron Reeder on the inside of Matt Smith. Those two have been side by side and tangled and everything today. Man, I'll tell you, they need to steer clear of each other. Michael Martin hanging on in 15th. James Daniels 16th. Lloyd Jones 17th. Nicholas Ward was the one that just come off of pit road. Probably made his last pit stop of the day, and he should be good on fuel, but he is going to be a lap down. Oh, let's get back up to the front because we've got another brand new leader. Tim Racino getting by Travis Townsend, and I missed that pass. So Tim Racino leading the lap. Good job by Tim. If there's somebody out there that deserves a win, it would be Tim right there. He is he's a good racer and always seems to get denied that win, and definitely would deserve it. So still that 5-truck battle that goes on up in the front. We've seen it since the very, very beginning of the race. It's been a 5-truck battle, and here we are still doing it. Travis Townsend in second, Nick Racino in third. Earl Lateral now up to the 4th place. Go Earl. These guys putting on a great show here tonight. I apologize not being able to broadcast to YouTube, but YouTube is down. They're doing maintenance. They started maintenance like an hour ago. And then we're going to be down for an hour. Go figure. All right, in 5th place, Al Cena still hanging on to 5th. Trying to keep in them guys' draft right there. Jason Beach in 6th. I'd like to get up there with them. He's 2.3 seconds, 2.4 seconds back of them. But he'd like to get up there and mix it up with them. Here we are, lap 51, taking lap 52 this time by, folks. Flagman ain't been too busy today. He's just been standing there in that flag box, not doing anything. Frank G in 7th. Robert Felzine still in 8th. Hanging in there, buddy, hanging in there. Good job. Go get him. Way back here in 9th, Gregory Miles, after getting that little bit of damage on that truck. He's just not as fast as he was at the beginning of the race. We can look at that damage. Got quite a little bit of damage on that front where him and Al Cena got together, I believe it was. I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't say it. I don't remember. I think it was Al Cena and him got tangled up there together. And but he saved it, didn't hit the wall. Good thing for Gregory Miles. Still running into 9th, could come out of this with a decent finish. He led 38 laps already today, so that's a good thing. He may come out of it with the most laps led. David Bowden still in 10th, kind of falling back, and we've got a caution. Holy moly, Nick Racino into the wall. Let's go take a look at that one. That looked pretty treacherous. I think he's probably going to have just a little bit of damage on that. Looked like he was up on the high side here. Coming down the backstretch, 3 wide, Earl Lateral on the inside of these guys. And Travis Townsend backs out because he didn't like what he's seen right there. It looks like Earl Lateral coming up and tagging Nick Racino and hitting him in the front, sending him into the wall. Holy moly. Alright, so Earl Lateral hooking Nick Racino and sending him into the wall. Tough luck for Nick. Going to have a lot of damage on that truck. But let's get up here to our leader and let's see if he does decide to come down pit road. Yes, he is coming down pit road. He is bringing all of them down pit road. This should be the last pit stop of the day because this time by they're coming to 20 to go. And pit stops will be out of the equation now. Tires and fuel, they will be done for the day. Gregory Miles finally getting in here to get that fixed up. Hopefully he can just get a reset, get it fixed up, and get out of there. And be in good shape to maybe get that thing back up to the front because he was very fast. He's going to be back there probably a little ways. Looks like Gary Lowe may have stayed out. Gary going to be scored as our leader. So first time Gary Lowe has led today. Very good, Gary. You got some fast guys behind you though, but we may see him come down pit road yet, I don't know. We'll have to kind of keep an eye on Gary and see what his intentions are here. Staying out there on old tires, knowing that them guys behind him got new tires. I don't know if that would be a good thing or not. But he is going to stay out. So hopefully maybe Gary knows something that we don't. He may be able to stay out there and run with these guys for a while, and it could be all for track position because they got 19 to go right now. They're probably going to get the green on about 17 to go, so they'll have a 17 lap shootout at the end of this to get this thing finished up, and let's see how they do. Gary at Racer, maybe we could get down there and see if we can't get a word in with Gary. Gary Lowe, this is Rudy in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Gary stayed out on that caution. Maybe knows something we don't, but you got enough to stay ahead of these guys. Obviously, you stayed out for track position. You got enough to stay ahead of them?
No, actually, I didn't stay out, Rudy. I went in and fitted and took on fuel and some tires, and and I just as I was coming out, the caution came out. So this is where I ended up. Kind of got lucky there.
Oh, okay, Gary. Never mind that. I didn't see that. I'm sorry, but well, maybe it'll work out for you. 2 tires You think 2 tires will be good with them knowing them guys got 4 behind you?
Oh, no, I'm going to get 8 up, but I'm going to give it the best shot I can. Try to get out of the way if I can.
All right, Gary. Well, good luck out there, brother, and maybe we'll get to talk to you later on, okay?
Yeah, thank you there, Rudy.
Well, I guess I was mistaken on that one. My bad. Luck of the draw that he did get the 2-tire change, so hopefully maybe he's got enough to 4-track position to stay out there ahead of them guys. I don't think 2 tires here is good. This track here definitely wants 4 tires. But anyhow, Gary Lowe starting out on the top spot here. Tim Racino second, Alcina third, Travis Townsend fourth, David Bowden up to fifth, Jason Beach in sixth, Frank G in seventh, Gregory Miles eighth, Alan McEwen ninth, and Robert Felzine your top 10. Still got 19 trucks on the track. Ed Ballinger 2 laps down now. Did not get his way by. All right, getting ready to go green here, folks. Pace car getting ready to duck onto pit road. It's off. Green flag is out, and we are off here at Michigan for hopefully the last green flag stop today, or green flag, I should say. It didn't look like Gary's got as good a start as he wanted, and Tim Racino does jump out ahead. Oh, Gary almost gets into Travis Townsend right there, and caution is out in the back. As we always say, caution breed cautions. Matt Smith into it. We will go back and take a look and see what happened to Matt Smith. And this was right on this restart. Right after, I think when they went into turn 1 here, we'll watch and see what happened. Oh, right there, it looks like Alan McEwen come up into Robert Felzine. And then it was on from there because we got a lot of tore up trucks into that. Matt Smith, the number 77 of Michael Martin, him coming down into Nicholas Ward. So, man, a lot of trucks are going to get tore up on that one. These guys coming down pit road now, and Matt Smith's truck don't sound like it's running. He does get a reset though, so hopefully he can get that thing back out there and get it back up into contention here today. And he is away. All right, so Tim Racino, I'm showing him as our leader now as they cross the line. Travis Townsend going to be starting second. Gary Lowe third. Alcina fourth. And Jason Beach now up to the 5th position. So he is coming forward. Gregory Miles sixth. So Gregory's picked up a lot of positions now since he did get that truck fixed up after that little tangle there with, I believe it was with Alcina earlier on in the race. There no caution come out, and Gregory went backwards quite a bit. But Alcina had a great run on him, and it looked like Gregory was trying to pinch him down, and Al was, man, he was well below the yellow line, right in the coming across the line. He was right down below that yellow line trying to get by Gregory Miles. And it cost Gregory that little tap, but he saved it and didn't hit the wall. That's a good thing. All right, 15 to go, 14 to go when they cross the line next time. Probably going to be about a 12-lap shootout, I would say. Maybe 13, but I think more like 12-lap shootout. But hopefully to get this thing finished up. And let's take a look at the race analysis here. We've got, this is a caution number 3, and we've had 6 lead changes up front. Six lead changes amongst 4 drivers. So Gregory Miles still leading the most laps so far. And he does clinch that title. Nobody can beat that. He's led 38 laps, and even if Tim Racino leads the rest of these here, he can only lead 28. So Gregory Miles locking up the point for leading the most laps. Never know, he might get up there and lead some more. Hope you're all enjoying the show. Sorry about not being able to broadcast up to YouTube tonight. YouTube is down, but here we are broadcasting to Twitch. We'll upload this to YouTube here in a little bit, and you'll be able to watch it in HD. Been a pretty good race. If you're just joining us here on MaxSpeedTV, been a pretty good race here. 75 laps at Michigan with the Old Farts League, and they're putting on a pretty good show out here. A lot of good, tough racing up in the front. Tim Racino and Travis Townsend, Gary Lowe into the mix now. Al Cena, Jason Beach. These guys all getting ready here to put on a great finish for this race. They should be getting the 1 to go here. Yes, the lights are off on the pace car, and they did get the 1 to go. So we're ready to go back to green flag racing here with 12-lap shootout to the end. This is going to get exciting. Again, folks, thanks for joining us here on Twitch. I'm sorry about it being all messed up, but you know how YouTube is. They plan to do their maintenance at kind of like the most inopportune time. They couldn't do it at like 2 in the morning or 3 in the morning. They got to do it at right in the evening, right when we need it the most. Matt Smith going to be restarting back there in 17th. He had some damage on that truck, but I believe he's got it fixed up and he's ready to go get him now. All right, folks, get ready for this exciting finish here. We're going to close this thing out. 12 laps to go when they get the green flag. Pace car's bringing them around out of turn 4. It's going to dive onto pit road. Flagman's going to throw the green flag here, I think. I don't know. I don't know if he actually throws the flag or not. Pace car's off. I think he just stands there in the box and looks good. Yep, no green flag. All right, green flag is out. We're off and going here at Michigan to finish this thing up. 12 laps to go. Tim Racino with a great restart. Travis Townsend now wants to get down there. Kind of unsure. Oh, we got a tangle there. Alcina into it again. Let's go back and take a look here. Let's see what happened to Alcina right on that start. Got a lot of guys getting a little rambunctious here to finish this thing up. Gary Lowe coming right up the hill into Alcina. Oh, brother. That's going to get Jason Beach into it. Gregory Miles, Frank G, Nick Racino. Man, we got a bunch of trucks into that wreck. Holy smokes. All right, well, they do have resets. They can get back on pit road, get that thing fixed up, and hopefully get it back up into the mix of things. Well, let's get back up with our leader. I don't believe these guys are going to come down pit road. I think that would be kind of the wrong thing to do, in my opinion. Don't think this is the right time to be coming down pit road. You don't want to give up that track position out there, but that's going to send Gary Lowe clear back. Man, I don't know. He may have gotten too much damage. It looks like we've got a few of the guys that have fallen out of the race. Nicholas Ward, Michael Martin, and Earl Lateral all out of the race. Nope, maybe Earl Lateral might be back in it. I don't know. A lot of them guys are sitting on pit road. Let's check with pit road here to see what's going on. A lot of guys sitting here getting damage fixed up. Probably have already used all the resets. So now they got to sit there and get it fixed up. Gregory Miles, Earl Lateral. Few guys, 4 guys sitting there waiting to get damage fixed up. Ten laps to go, coming to 9 to go this time. I would say we're going to get about 7 to go to finish this thing up. So hopefully they can keep this thing green the last 7 laps, and we get this thing finished up. I think it's going to be an exciting finish because Travis Townsend going to be starting on the outside of Tim Racino, but Tim, boy, he's been getting some great restarts. I think Travis was sleeping at the wheel in that last restart, or he would have probably had that, but all right, 9 laps to go here. Nobody chatting in chat there? Wow. All right. I figured you'd all be saying something in there. Who do you think's going to win this? Think Travis is going to pull this out? Think Tim Racino's going to get it? What do you think's going to happen here, folks? Fork, what's your opinion? I know you're watching. All right, maybe nobody's watching. All right. Should get the one to go here, I believe, this time. Yes, they do, and then they're all starting to double back up now. So we will be 7 to go when they come to the line. 7-lap shootout here to finish us up at Michigan. This is caution number 4, and we've had 6 lead changes amongst 4 drivers. Got a few more guys out of the race here. Nicholas Ward, Earl Adderall, and Al Cena all out of the race. All right, these guys laying way back here waiting for the pace car to duck onto pit road. Pace car's on, off of pit road, or on pit road, off of pit road, off of on pit road, whichever. And green flag is out, and we are rolling. Green, green, green. Travis Townsend getting a pretty good run on the outside, but I don't know. Tim Racino's pretty tough on the inside. We'll have to see how this is going to work for Travis on that high side. That is kind of like the line you want to have, but Tim Racino slides it across the nose. We've got guys jumbling around in the back. 6 laps to go here, folks, to finish this up. Aaron Reeder into it. David Bowden. Robert Felzine in 5th. James Daniels. Oh, we've got a couple out across the grass. James Daniels, no caution. Frank G. Oh, sliding it up onto the track. That's going to bring out the caution. Holy smokes, that was, oh man, that looked bad. We're going to watch that from in-car because, man, that looked bad. Whoa. I believe that was Lloyd Jones, I believe, but we will go back and check this out. That looked bad. These two here getting together. Oh, they got sent down the hill by Matt Smith. That's what happened. And Frank G thought he had it saved right here in the grass. And I think maybe a little bit of that bump right there in the grass might have sent him out of control again. He went right up across the track. And this is where a car truck come right up through the 86 right there. Lloyd Jones just pile driving Frank G in the side. So, holy smokes. Both of them going to get a lot of damage. Okay, well, guys would like to get this thing finished up, but we're racing as hard as they can possibly race, I believe, to try to get this win. And they're being a little over rambunctious, I think. Alright, so Tim Racino going to be starting first. Travis Townsend, David Bowden, Aaron Reeder, and Robert Felzine, your top 5. Jason Beach in 6th. Nick Racino 7th. Ed Ballinger up to the 8th position now. That's pretty cool after being a couple laps down. Matt Smith 9th. And James Daniels, your top 10. James, after taking that hard lick, him and Frank G getting together, and they will be starting pretty close to each other. Looks like Michael Martin is our way by. Going to be just a 2-lap shootout, I believe, folks. Probably a 2-lap shootout. And this is caution number 5. And we've had 8 lead changes now amongst 4 drivers. Gregory Miles going to be starting way in the back in 15th. They're a couple laps down after leading 38 laps at the beginning of this race. Getting tangled up into a couple of mishaps and putting him way back in the field now. Travis Townsend's led 8 laps. Tim Racino's led 23 laps here today. Good job for Tim. And don't look like the lights are going off yet. No, so still one more lap, so it's going to be a 1-lap shootout here, folks. This could be crazy here. These 1-lap shootouts could be really crazy. All right, Bowden starting 3rd, Aaron Reeder 4th, Robert Felzine 5th, Jason Beach 6th, Nick Racino 7th, Ed Ballinger 8th, Frank G 9th, James Daniels 10th, Michael Martin in 11th, Matt Smith 12th coming down pit road, Alan McEwen 13th, Gregory Miles 14th, Lloyd Jones catching up to the rear of the field here in 15th, and Gary Lowe 16th. Lights are off on the pace car and we're getting ready to go. Green flag racing here. 1-lap shootout. What's going to happen? Anybody's guess. Yeah, this is going to be good. You're right. All right, this is going to be good. What camera angle you want? I'm going to put it on 2. That seems to be about the best one for to get this thing finished up. Tim Racino going to bring him to the line. 1 lap shootout here to define this win. And we will get down here and talk to the drivers and see how this all worked out. Going to be probably a lot of anger shown out there after some of the racing that I've seen. I don't know. These guys all ready to get it back underway as the pace car ducks off. And green flag is out. Anybody's guessing game to who's going to win this. There could be a big wreck up front. You never know, but this is the final lap. White flag is out. Tim Racino out front. Travis Townsend trying to do everything he can. Gets a great run coming off of turn 2, but he does the old crossover maneuver on him. Tim Racino trying to put the block on him. Travis coming to the line here. Boy, who is going to win this? Travis having to back out a little bit right there, or he would have come up into Tim Racino. But Tim Racino going to bring it to the line, winning this thing today. Congratulations to him. Tim Racino. Great job by Tim. What a win. What a race. I mean, what a race, man. That was amazing racing right there. 1 lap shootout always makes it kind of interesting. So you seen it, man. It was pretty wild. Let's take a look at the results here real quick, because I don't even know who got second. David Bowden snuck by Travis Townsend on the outside. Look at that. By 61 thousandths of a second, he beat him by. So we'll run down through the results here in a minute, but we're going to see if we can't get down here in a minute and get a word in with these guys.
Hey, Robert.
Nah, they're still down there talking to each other. Well, I've been getting a few guys that have been saying that their artifacts that they like it on Twitch, but it takes so long for it to upload to YouTube, and they got to recode it and all that. Somebody asked about doing both. I tried it, and I don't have enough. Tim Racino, you got a copy? Tim Racino, this is Rudy up in the booth. You got a copy?
Looks like you left.
Well, why would he leave?
Nothing on earth.
Well, Travis, you come home third, but we'll get to you in just a minute. I'd like to get a hold of David Bowden. You got a copy?
Left here, Rudy.
Wow. Okay. Well, I guess I'll interview the next three. Travis Townsend, do you have a copy?
Yeah, Rudy, I got you.
Travis, what happened on that last lap? I know it was pretty tough. There were a lot of tough racing, very, very difficult and very hard, not knowing who was going to try to get you on the right or the left. It looked like you had a good run there, and Tim kind of cut you off on that back stretch, and you tried the old crossover maneuver and got a little squirrely, or else you would have saved it, and that kind of allowed David Bowden to get up on your outside. But tell us about them last couple of laps.
Yeah, Rudy, that was wild, that's for sure. I hated to see some of those late wrecks that really took out some good guys. I know Greg Miles, he was a class of the field tonight, I believe. He was flying. I hated to see him get taken out, and Al and a couple of other guys. But that last lap, that was pretty wild. I knew I didn't have much of a shot being on the outside, so I thought, I hope he clears me coming off two, so maybe I can get under him. And I tried to make it look like I was going to stick it, up high and kind of get my nose up there, and then try to cross him over, and I got kind of loose, having to jerk the wheel as hard as I did. And then he did what he had to do, throwing the block down the backstretch. And I almost got him getting into three. The last thing I wanted to do was wreck him on the last lap, and I was afraid I was going to, so I just got way out of it to make sure I didn't do that, and was able to hang on to third.
Well, good job out there by you, Travis. I was watching that, and yeah, if you wouldn't have backed out, it could have been pretty bad. But great race out there, Travis. Congratulations coming home third today, anyhow. And you got anybody you want to say hello to or give a thank you out to?
Yeah, Rudy, first and foremost, thanks to you for doing the broadcast and everything you do there with MaxSpeedTV. I'd like to also thank the guys up front there. Like I said, the first half of the race, Greg Miles was dominant. He raced clean. He was real smooth and everything. Hated to see him get taken out, and all the other guys who were up front as well. Also, congratulations to Tim there. I'm sure that's a big win for him. He ran a really good race. He ran it smart, and especially at the last lap, he did what he had to bring it home.
All right, Travis, thanks for talking with us there, buddy. And congratulations on your third spot. Aaron Reeder, you got a copy. Is anybody left in the room at all?
I am.
Frank G, let's see, you come home in 7th spot. How was your racing for you out there tonight?
We done good until the end. Things got a little bit sloppy, and that kind of hurt some good trucks out there. But all in all, it was pretty good the first part of the race.
Yeah, it sure was. I believe it went like 39 laps or something, caution-free. That was pretty amazing. Something like that. I'm not exactly sure. I may be wrong on that. I think it might have been like 25 or something. But anyhow, yeah, it looked like a lot of great racing pretty much everywhere around the track. It kind of got stretched out, spread out a little bit, and there was racing all around the track. A lot of battles going on. So I was trying to cover the really, really good ones. I probably missed a couple of them, and then, of course, while I'm covering them, the lead's changing. So, but anyhow, great racing by you out there, Frank. I was watching you pretty much quite a bit of the race, and a lot of battles going on around you, a lot of tough racing, a lot of tough racers out there tonight.
Yeah, I had a pretty good truck. Unfortunately, got caught on the outside on one of the restarts and got freight trained and lost probably 7-8 spots. And then after that, it was just the yellows got caught up in a couple incidents there. And yeah, you just do what you can do. But thanks for all your work, Rudy. We all appreciate it here, and you do a good job.
All right, Frank, thank you for talking with us, and appreciate the words of kindness there. Appreciate that very much. All right, well, we're going to do the results here real quick, and we'll get out of here. Thanks for talking with us.
Take care.
Okay. We'll run down through the results real quick here and see where everybody finished. Tim Racino, of course, our winner. David Bowden slipping by Travis Townsend for that last second run on him coming out of turn. I believe it was going into turn 3. He kind of had a pretty good run on him there and taking over that second position coming to the line. Travis Townsend 3rd, Aaron Reeder 4th, Robert Felzine 5th, Nick Racino 6th, Frank G 7th, Jason Beach finishing 8th, James Daniels 9th, Michael Martin in the 10th spot. Ed Ballinger, good comeback for Ed, finishing in 11th. He was a couple laps down. Great job by him. Matt Smith caught up in a couple accidents tonight, finishing 12th. Alan McEwen 13th. Gregory Miles, after leading the most laps of the race, led 38 laps and finishing 14th, a couple laps down. Lloyd Jones 15th, Gary Lowe, in 16th, Alcina 17th, Earl Lateral 18th, Nicholas Ward 19th, and Doug Hevron 20th. Joe Fisher 21st, and Kevin Utley rounding out the field in 22nd position. So, all right, well, pretty good race. A few extra cautions. Did kind of want to point that out. 5 cautions here. We had 8 lead changes. So for 75 laps. And congratulations to our winner, Tim Ursino here at Michigan. And that'll wrap it up here for the Old Farts League. And again, I apologize for having to broadcast to Twitch tonight, but the way it is, I guess, sometimes.